So you've just returned from your National Schools Cup final at Twickenham. Obviously the result wasn't the one you'd hoped for, but what a fantastic experience for you all. Talk to me about Twickenham and your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, like you said, it wasn't the result we wanted. It was quite gutting, quite an emotional day, but it was a class opportunity to come down to Twickenham. Just walking in the changing rooms, seeing all the famous names that you read in the newspaper, watch on TV, and you're walking out onto the pitch, just look around and you see family, friends, all the whole school supporting you, cheering your name. Yeah, it was just a great opportunity, great experience. Yeah, couldn't think of anything better. It was a tough game. Trinity came out, all guns blazing. It just wasn't our day, to be honest. Trinity, to be fair to them, they put out a good performance. They spotted our weaknesses in attack and defence, and they just exploited them. On another day, we would probably come out a bit better, but fair play to them.
Well, the whole experience was just unreal. From the minute we got on the bus, the trip down with the lads was amazing. The spirits were high, and then we had the training session the day before. We all looked well prepared, and the night at the hotel, we all got food together as a team. Everything looked strong. Then the next day, the bus to the actual Twickenham stadium. Everyone was getting in the zone. When we got there, the stadium looked unreal, it looked amazing. And then the changing rooms were also amazing. The whole facilities were just unbelievable. And then the running out onto the pitch with all the fans behind us, that was the highlight of the trip. The actual game, it was poor conditions. The rain probably didn't do us very well. It was a really scrappy game. The backs didn't get much chance to run with the ball, but I think we played well considering the conditions, but obviously we're disappointed with the result. But we stayed together as a team after the match, and we all went out together and kept the spirits high.
For me, it's a very emotional experience because I've been there 25 years ago. Those 25 years seems a very long time ago. To do it twice was unbelievable. I know from 25 years ago, the boys who were there 25 years ago found exactly the same thing. Losing in that game was incredibly emotional. There's a very tight-knit group of boys who've got us that far. I think the parents, the crowd, and the support of the school was unbelievable. And that made the day. It really did make the day. Arriving back yesterday, again, it was fantastic coming back to a tunnel at school. I think the sort of the enormity of the actual what we did and getting to Twickenham probably won't hit everyone for probably a few weeks. It may take even longer than that. I haven't been through this experience before. Without the support of the headmaster, I think we probably wouldn't have even thought about doing it. Okay, we talked to Mr. Berry a number of years ago about trying to have a go at this once again, and we did it. Unfortunately, the result didn't go our way, and that hurts. But you know, sometimes experiences like this will take you on to make you a stronger person in life, and I'm sure those boys will, you know, recount everything they've done and will look back at that experience in a very positive way in the future.
Yeah, the trip to Twickenham was just an amazing experience from the start, really. Obviously we had the training session the day before, which was great to go there, play on that nice 4G pitch. And then it was just all focused on the next day, playing at Twickenham. I think when we first got there on the coach, I think some of the boys were a bit shocked of how big it was. I know I was. But yeah, the trip was it was great to go down there. And then get to stay in the changing rooms. There was big changing rooms, and then the pitch was obviously just it was so nice. But the game was a bit of a scrappy game, to be fair. Probably not the best game we've ever played, but all the boys after said we gave 100%. I think that's all we could have done, to be fair. But yeah, I think that's why we're happy after the game. So obviously we were disappointed with the result, but we did give 100%, and I think the best part definitely for me, I know some of the other lads said it as well, was running out at the start, running out onto the Twickenham grass and all the fans behind us. It was a great trip and a great day, to be fair. It was just unlucky the result didn't go our way.
Twickenham, well, it was just amazing, wasn't it? We literally sat there in the England change room just taking it all in. If you've seen the Instagram accounts and all that stuff, it was just amazing. All our shirts hung up. Just being even anywhere near that facility is just class. Going out to a crowd, literally walking out, turning around and looking at all our fans, all their fans, and how good they were. It's just class. I've got to give them a lot of credit because they really pushed us on to try and be the best of our ability, and unfortunately it just wasn't enough for us. But obviously the game was a bit scrappy, conditions were very hard. There's obviously a million things I wish we could have done to try and correct it, but fair play to Trinity, they're a good side, and they got the win, didn't they? So yeah, I'm thankful for all the fans for coming down and actually coming to support us, because many people wouldn't. So I thank them a lot, and all the old Kirkanians, everyone, just thank them a lot, because it really does mean a lot. Because I was in bits after the game, but it means a lot that some people just come support and they'll say something like a word after it. I'm happy they're proud of us because we deserve it. So yeah.
We just returned last night to a lovely welcome from the whole school on the front drive at school, and thought that was it just about summed everything up really. This event that's happened in the last week has brought the whole school together. Obviously didn't get the result we wanted down at Twickenham, and I think we've got to try and look a bit further. We've got to look at the privileged position as coaches and staff to work with such a talented bunch of young men, driven young men who put absolutely everything into that performance. We've got to thank the headmaster, I think, and his team for the support they've shown, not just to rugby, but to sport in general in the last few years. And we're starting to see some of the rewards from that, and I think we can go further. This is just the start. After the game, I think the boys were very upset. I think it was emotionally drained more than anything. They put absolutely everything into it, but what was important was we had a meeting together on the bus before we got off the coach at the hotel when we got back, and the staff and the team agreed that it was important that we stayed tight together that evening. We didn't party, we didn't go crazy or anything, we just had a quiet night, and we made the most of every minute we had together, enjoyed each other's company, because it was a special time, and that group they won't play rugby together again, and as coaches, as staff and support staff, it was a special time. So yeah, not the result we wanted, but there was definitely a lot gained from the whole experience from the group and the school, and it was lovely to see so many people make the effort to come down. I took a few minutes within the game to turn around and actually appreciate the crowd and see the kids singing and chanting, and it was really special. I'll never forget that.